Hi students, welcome back. Let us continue with the database management system topics. In the previous video I explained about the different types of attributes. Now let us see in that type of attributes we have used some pictorial representation, means the symbols for the attribute: simple, composite, derived, single level, single value, multi-valued attributes. Now let us see total how many components will be there and what are those components that are used for ER diagrams, entity relationship diagram components. So actually the ER diagrams is nothing but it is a pictorial representation. It is a pictorial representation of data. So whatever the data that is there, that can be represented in a pictorial diagrammatic form, which describes how data is communicated and related each other. So in this diagrammatic form, it is completely explains about how, it describes how data is communicating and related to one another. So rather than reading and rather than checking for everything, so seeing the picture is very clarity. So first it is we will represent all the tables in the form of diagrammatic, means what are the components that we will use in the tables. So you call ER diagrams is nothing but it is a pictorial representation of data that describes how data is communicated and related to each other. So here we can say that any object such as entities, attributes, and entity sets, relationships, these are all can be characterized with the help of ER diagrams. So all these objects, attributes, entities, relationships can be characterized with the help of only ER diagrams. So let us see what are the components that are used in ER diagrams. So the entity set can be represented by a rectangle, whereas attribute oval shape. So if you want to mention at a weak entity set, a double layer rectangle shape should be there. Weak entity set means which cannot hold the primary key, and multi-valued attributes. So I already explained this. A double oval shape is there. Multi-valued attributes means it can hold multiple values. Holds multiple values. So I said the example for this multi-valued attributes is the phone numbers. A single person can have more than one phone number. And let us see, this is the relationship set. The symbol for this relationship set, if you want to represent a relationship between two entities, in between the two entities you have to write this symbol. It explains the relationship between the two entities. And this is a derived attribute, so which is derived from another attribute. And this is the identifying relationship set for weak entity set. And this symbol is for relation, total participation of entity set in a relation. So here a total participation of this entity set is participating totally. Total participation of entity set in relation. And if you want to represent a primary key, you have to write like this. Here you have to mention a attribute, the field name, and a line indicating the primary key. If it is a dotted line, discriminating attribute of a weak entity set. And let us see some more components. And here you can see some more ER diagram components. So this is a relation. If you represent this relation like only without arrow, means that side and this side, this is a many-to-many relationship. Okay. If there is no arrow, it represents many-to-many relationship. So if a single side arrow is, this is many to one relationships. Only for one side it is pointing. Only one entity can it holds. many to one relationship. And if both sides arrows means 1 to 1, 1 to 1 means this side one entity and this side one entity. And for here you can add so many entities. Okay, like this. So here only one entity. A relationship between two entities. That's it. That is 1 to 1. And this you can represent as cardinality limits. And this is a role indicator. If you mention a role name here in the relation and in between the relation and entity, if you mention the role name, you call it as a role indicator. And this is a symbol used for the is-a relationship. Is-a relationship is for specialization and generalization. In the place of inheritance, you will use the specialization and generalization. I'll explain about this specialization and generalization in the coming videos. And you just remember this component symbol, the ER diagram of is-a. For specialization as well as the generalization, you will use this component. And this is for total generalization. Only generalization. Total generalization. And if you mention disjoint here, you call it as a disjoint generalization. And coming to some more ER notations, and these are some alternative ER notations here. Suppose here E is an entity set. This entity set is having the attributes A1, A2 and A3. And here A1 you call it as a primary key. So this is how you have to represent it in the tabular form. So entity set, and this will be the fields, attributes. And if you want to represent it in a ER notation, this is a many to many relationship means this is a symbol. This is a many symbol. Many to many. So you can also represent this in ER notation. This indicates many. Many to many. And here 1 to 1 relationship. If you mention the cardinality in this place, means this is the role indicating the role. Here if you mention the role as 1, it is nothing but 1 to 1 relationship. You are just an entity, 1 to 1 relationship. So many to 1 means this is many to 1. So here you have to mention this is a many symbol and only 1. Many to 1 relationship. So these are the different alternative ER notations. So you can write a cardinality here. Many to many, 1 to 1 and many to 1. Thank you.